everybody, this is Ginger and this is Ginger's Rant Show, and I hope all is well where you are. I know those in Florida are having to deal with Hurricane Ian, and please stay safe, okay? Batten down the hatches and hope for the best. Windstorms, earthquakes, volcanoes, you can't really run away from them. You have to live with it, I guess. Well, I hope all is well again. It's been a busy morning for me. There we go. Hey Dorothy, hey Nancy. Okay, let's see. As you can see in my title, the GOP is getting crazier. They're like Trump. They're getting really desperate, and they're getting really feel like they're being cornered. And the more they say screwy things, the more they do dumb things, they box themselves into a corner, and they can't get out. Especially those that lie, like Trump. As I was told when I was younger, if you lie too much, you weave yourself a web that's so tight you can't get out of it. So, therefore, you're honest and you don't lie. Real simple. But he was not taught that. And apparently growing up, his parents swept the problem under the rug. And that was part of the thing. And, you know, if anybody had a son like Trump, he would be put in his place very quickly. So, anybody who raised their kids would not stand for that type of behavior that Trump is displaying. Oh. Okay, where do you live, Dorothy? In Florida. Where are you at? Tampa or Tallahassee? Yeah, I saw the trajectory. Well, I hope you get up to high ground and stay safe. No, thank you. I don't like storms like that. It was bad enough when we had the Columbus Day storm back in 1962. And even the remnant of that storm was a remnant of a hurricane that came this way. It was from a typhoon, which was off the coast of Japan, and then it went east. Instead of going west, it went east. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so you're basically on the coastline then. Well, stay safe, keep me posted, okay, Dorothy? Now, I'm not going to be using my phone that much. Just before I get into more serious stuff, my cord decided to wear out, my LG cord, so I'm going to be getting a new one. See this end here. Yeah, and so that's gonna go bye-bye. So tomorrow I have to go into town and see if I can get a new cord. Yeah, I suspect that you are, yes. And Mother Nature's been running late in the hurricane season, if anybody hasn't noticed. It's been so quiet from June up until now, and now it's like, oh, we're in hurricane season. We better get more busy. Fiona did a number over in Nova Scotia. So anyway, this chill. Let me get back on topic here. I'm really tired today. The GOP, as I said, is getting crazier and things are moving ahead. Trump's being an idiot. They did these. I don't know why they bother doing these interviews with him, because he does not answer the question. Either he does not understand the question, or he didn't do. Obviously, we all know he doesn't do any critical thinking. Okay, to put out the answer. Okay, the correct answer, and he won't listen to reason. And people tell him, no, don't do it. It's common sense. Well, a lot of the lawyers there wish he would just shut up and let them do their work. Well, he's not shutting up. He's not listening to lawyers. And I'll bet you he's not even paying them. In that case, they should file a civil suit on not paying his bills properly. Because everybody else has to pay their bills. Some do it like time payments, some do it. There's some lawyers that do it pro bono, just to get the experience, and then there's others that don't, that are just pay them. Now, I don't know who was it that drew that on the thing. I wonder if Mar-a-Lago's in the path. The trajectory path, the way the hurricane's heading. Right now I'm watching DART, which is the double asteroid redirection test, which is going to happen in 3 hours. That out in space is where a DART spaceship is unmanned. It's run by computers and everything. Unmanned, and they're going to use it to try to redirect the asteroid, the Deimos asteroid that's heading this way, and see if they can deflect it. In other words, change its flight path. It could go on, but it doesn't need to be so close to Earth. We gotta have some kind of defense system for asteroids. We really do. Because you never know. People think it's a waste of money. I go, no. It isn't, unless you want to survive, unless you want to live. Because over millions upon millions of years ago, there was an asteroid. There was evidence that asteroids did hit here on Earth. And when it did that, it did a lot of climate issues, and that's what killed most of the dinosaurs. Okay. Because they lost all food and vegetation and everything else. And there was a big temperature swing and everything. So go read your history. Best to read your history. But they are finding evidence on that. So the scientists are. And I believe in science. Science is absolute, but it can change when new evidence comes up. Anyway, as far as Trump being an idiot, he is being an idiot. And somebody should tell him right then and there, no, you're not running for president. You got all these legal issues, serious legal issues, and if he's indicted, he's out of the game. He shouldn't run. Matter of fact, he shouldn't have ran in the first place. And if the DOJ was more diligent, they should have gone at it after him in the 1970s. Use the RICO Act and get it. Because what he's doing was money laundering from Russia and doing some dirty work for them, and he should have been thrown in the pokey for that. But they'll get him. Don't worry. Garland will nail him. Because look what Garland did during the Oklahoma bomber. Same thing, he went after him. Just gathered as much evidence as he can and made sure everything stick. And he got Timothy McVeigh and this other guy. And of course, McVeigh, he got done in. Because he killed so many people, and many of those people that were killed were, some of them were federal FBI and federal officials in the Mariah building, and kids, killing kids. So, Um, don't you hate it when you get uh, uh, spam calls? Probably, probably election spam calls, or they call robocalls. I'm tired of those, and I try to block them as much as I can. On the second thing, we need to push back at the misinformation and the encourage the media to tell the truth. Stop doing misleading headlines. You see these headlines and you're like, that's not right. And when you go and read the article, it's totally different from what it says on the headlines. Who's ever proofreading the articles should go back to school. I hate misleading headlines, okay? And I really hate the misinformation that's out there. And we go, no, that's not true. If you think it's true, prove it. And when you push back at them like that, they can't prove it. They have no way of proving it. And, well, like for example, the thing with the secret, top secret documents and everything else, the lawyers saying, she's lying in her teeth, just like Trump is lying in his teeth. And she's likely going to lose her license over this. And misleading against the FBI and NSA and the other guys is a big no-no. You could go to prison for a long time for that. So we need to push back and tell the media, let's knock it off and start being truthful and just put out the truth, the facts, and let other people make up their own mind. Don't tell them how to think. Just put it out there and let them make up their own minds. It's like, if some of you may remember, Walter Cronkite, remember him? I wish he was still around. He put out his news reports and he put out the facts. He did not do any commentaries or what he thought or anything of it. He just put out the facts and saying, and then at the end of his famous line, he says, that's the way it is. In other words, it's his way of saying, okay, here are the facts. You think it over and go from there. He left it up to the public what they should think and what should be done. Okay? You got all these radical, well, they say there's radical on the Democratic side. No, I don't think so, not that much, no. You got, on the Democratic side, you got people that just want to serve and do their jobs. That's what you want. And, well, like AOC, she's doing her job. She wants to serve. She wants to solve the problems, okay? Whereas the GOP doesn't want to solve the problems because they're under the nailhead of corporations and other guys are telling them how to vote and do this and that without the GOP that should be thinking for themselves and thinking, no, we need to be people first. Well, the GOP isn't doing that. And now McConnell's running scared. Now McConnell's saying he doesn't think the Senate nor the House will get GOP control. Because now many of them are voting for this. Many of the GOP senators and representatives are quitting. They're not going to run again. And I think many of them are that, how should I say this? I think now many of them are running scared because they know in some way, somehow they're connected to he who shall not be named. The GOP party is trying to really distance themselves from Trump and what he's doing, especially the top secret documents. And people like MTG, she needs to go do her homework. She says all these things that she's defending Trump and everything, and why he has these documents and everything, when you're not supposed to have those documents. You know, if somebody come across a document like that, like, well, why is it out here on the open? Then contact the CIA or NSA and say, hey, are you guys missing a top secret document? If we are, it's here on the open, and it was found, and we're giving it back to you. I mean, that's what any person with common sense would do. Just go like, why isn't it out in the open, you know? And this is what Trump was doing when he had them. And he had no business of having them. They should have gone, prior to him moving out of the White House, NSA and CIA officials should have gone over and made sure everything was collected. And why are they over there in his office when they have no business being over there in his office? They should have had it under lock and key and made sure he did not have access to them. Only on a need-to-know basis. Well, obviously he has them, and he has them down Mar-a-Lago. What they're doing down there, I don't know. And yes, I'm a little bit suspicious of him with Saudi Arabia and Iran. Some of the bad guys, known bad guys, and the Russians and the North Koreans. Some of them countries that are not democratic, if you will. No. I just don't know what to say. I really don't. But we do need to push back. And you hear all these claims, and I go, well, you know what? Oh, that's all they're doing is claiming. And I would just take it with a grain of salt. Unless it's actual fact and actual proof of that fact. Now, I'm still waiting on the final word on my move to Lakewood Meadows. I got all the paperwork in, it's just a matter of waiting now, and I just hope to hear it back. Tomorrow I have to go and get a new cord for my phone, and I'll see if I can stop in Infinity Store. Since this is the LG Stylo 5, I have to have the same branded cord for that. So, if I can get a new one and then throw these out. Some of the other cords and cables I have here, they're back up to this computer, so the desktop. Anyway, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? I know there's one viewer, I don't know what happened to the other one. I think Dorothy, I know Dorothy is trying to get ready. She has to evacuate, and I don't blame her for evacuating. I would too. As for around the world, there has been a number of volcanoes erupting. You've got one in Hawaii. You've got one in Iceland. You've got one in, what's the other one? There's the other one in the South Pacific that's erupting. Oh, oh, Nancy, I feel your pain. Yes, I know. Like I said, at least the phone didn't die, but the cord died, and these cords are not very good. I just want to get better ones. And I had my phone since 3 years ago. I have to check to see when I got the phone. I got this phone from Xfinity because Verizon kept screwing up, and I'm not going back to Verizon. Some suggested go to T-Mobile. And some suggest going to AT&T. Well, I used AT&T as my phone service out in Roy. And I'm going, no, I don't think so. So anyway, wish I'd excess money to get a new phone and just, replace this. Anyway, I hope to hear on my move. Now, Nancy, be sure to keep an eye out for your packages. If I see or hear any more email, I'll send it to you. You should have gotten those emails from them. But I am, after this is done with that transaction, is done with your product, I will move out all my inventory, drop all my inventory, and then I will revamp it with ShopFlex and not go third party. And I understand some good things about ShopFlex. ShopFlex is through Shopify. And because a lot of people are complaining about AliExpress and the others and their goofy ways, and let's put it this way, their setup between that and Shopify is not very user-friendly. And so I'm looking at changing out drop shipping companies. And the other one I'm looking at do is promoting Printify, or Printful. Which do I have? Hold on a second, let me check something. Hold on a minute. Just a minute. It's Printify. And I'm going to go with ShopFlex. And that'd be the only drop shipping program I'm going with is ShopFlex. They're adding on more and more drop shipping companies, but I'll see if they added any more. If they have, I will let you know. So if I get any emails from them about when your product's supposed to be there, it's supposed to be there October 13th, which is 2 weeks from this coming Thursday. You should be able to get it. Of course, it might be sooner too. So yeah, keep an eye out and let me know. And then, because I just want to get rid of AliExpress and get rid of those guys and use ShopFlex. And maybe add another drop shipping app that's better and is user friendly. Because I don't like yeah, well, see, what's happening, Nancy, is remember last summer when we had all the logistics issues? People ordering stuff, but for some reason the shipping and everything was kind of clogged up. And that's why they didn't get there, and the ships were backed up on the waiting to get it to unload and reload and everything. Remember that? Well, now it's cleared up, and of course, with the storms right now, especially in Florida, I would imagine some of your cruise ships are now put out to sea. They don't want the ships tied up in the docks down there because they can, when the wind really gets going, they don't want any dock damage, so they put them out to sea. Same way with the Navy. They move their planes to a different location, and they move their ships out at sea to ride out the storm. So, and just hope and pray that they, you know, live through it. Yeah, I'm glad it's sooner, and I hope it is sooner. I wish it was this week, but yeah. And I'm going to be doing some changes to my website on this, and I'm hoping that my new landlord will let me keep my business and keep it going. And as they said, I did some checking, and they said, well, don't you need a business license for this? And I go, no, because it's all done online. And it's there like Mary Kay and some of the other door-to-door, well, not really door-to-door, but other services there that don't require a license. So, well, it's almost time for me to sign off. Dorothy, stay safe, please, pretty please. If you could pass that on to her. And I will post this video on my YouTube channel, and I hope to get more. I need more subscribers there, so please share. Be sure to insist, persist, push back, get the facts out there. And if the megas don't like it, mega hats don't like it, it's just tough. It's the way things are. So I will see you later. I'm gonna go get my lunch and do more cleaning out. I'm starting to start out and clean out now. I got my printer cabinet all cleaned out, and it's just a matter of cleaning out everything else and getting rid of a lot of stuff as much as I can. So anyway, I will talk to you guys, talk to you later. Love you all. And yes, Dorothy, please stay safe and keep me posted, okay? I may not answer you right away because of the things going on with my phone and my charger. And I'm going to be going out tomorrow to get a new charger. Okay? Love you. Yeah. Good night. See you guys later. Okay. Bye-bye.